Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I am back with another apartment renovation, and we are renovating Pinecrest Apartments number 402 in Evergreen Harbor. This is my first time renovating this apartment ever since we were able to go ahead and change the windows. I've already done a few apartments where I could change the windows in San Myshuno, but I was excited to give it a try here in Evergreen Harbor. Plus, I had recently done a monochromatic apartment where we did a really teal-inspired apartment, and y'all really seemed to enjoy that and wanted me to do some more colors. So today we're doing the same concept. I'm calling this one Color-Drenched, which is another term for that sort of interior. But we're going for a more modern style here and going for this light green color, which feels very spring-like to me, and I really like how this came out. So I hope you will enjoy it too. If you do, you can download it off the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. So here I am placing some of the windows in the living space and then trying to figure out what sort of couch I wanted to use here. I really like this one, but something about the high school years couch with the cushions was just perfect for this space. I love how cozy it looks and just lived in, and obviously has a little bit of other color, but I kind of did that in the other apartment too. The primary color here though is definitely this light green, and I tried to incorporate it in every part of this apartment. I did combine it with a light wood tone on the floors, and that was inspired by the wood tone that is actually on the cabinetry in the kitchen, which is from the Cool Kitchens. No, not from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack. It is from the Home Chef Hustle stuff pack, which is our latest one that we got this year, and they just teased that we are getting another stuff pack sometime in the next 4 months, and it looks to be inspired by jewelry. We're all kind of assuming maybe jewelry making, which is really interesting. I'm excited to hear more about that. But anyway, in the kitchen here, I am just cluttering it up. We got some really pretty fairy lights in the window, of course, some cutting boards, and I really liked putting this bread box over here. I will be changing the swatch to be the light green color in a little bit, but it is a bread box that came with the country kitchen kit, and I just turned it around so you don't see the decal on the front. I think it has like a swan or something on the other side, maybe a duck. But I thought having it turned around looked like a nice modern bread box. And yeah, just figuring out what sort of mat I want to have in front of the sink. I like to do that. I sometimes will get questions on it, like, why do you do that? Why would you have a rug in your kitchen? That's going to get gross. I just think it's nice to have something to stand on while you're doing dishes. That's something I've always experienced in real life. And in The Sims, there's not really a differentiation between like regular rugs and mats that are meant for that sort of purpose. So I tend to just pick a rug and scale it down and put it in front of the sink for that idea. Also here, I tried to add a birdhouse in the kitchen. This is a really old reference we used to do a lot on the channel, and I haven't done it in a really long time, so I was trying to incorporate it here, and the colors were just not right, so I ended up deleting that in the end. But maybe we could bring back birdhouses in the kitchens in my houses. I think that could be a fun idea. But anyway, over here I am also playing around with getting some artwork, and I actually ended up picking this one that has the most color in it, because it has those green swatches in it, and it's like a painting that I don't use very often in the game, and I thought it was really pretty. But I do use some of those other art pieces that I put over there in other parts of the home. And then I decided to use this coffee table as the TV stand. It has all the books underneath it. I'm using a lot of the Book Nook kit here. It is such a good kit. It's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite kit that we have in the game. Highly recommend that one. I know kits are kind of all over the place when it comes to how everyone feels about them, but I think the Book Nook kit is so worth it. We have so many beautiful items, including these modular bookshelves that I'm putting down right now. A lot of really cool clutter. And now we're moving into the dining space, which is just this 4-seater table over by the wall. I paired it with these gorgeous chairs, which are actually from the fitness stuff pack, and a couple of decorations up above it. And then I made sure to include a trash can in the kitchen, as well as a place to hang up your keys when you're first coming in the door. And I also got a fruit bowl over here because it felt like the table needed something. Also behind the couch, it felt a little bit empty, so I added another lamp as well as a basket of blankets. And then I think we should be heading on into the bathroom. Yes. So I decided to put this beautiful herringbone floor tile in here. I think it's really pretty. That one came with, I think that came with Growing Together. And then of course the tile is from Home Chef Hustle, and as is the counter. I just grabbed the same one that I had in the kitchen. And I have a standing shower in here. Like most of the time I have shower tub combos, but I thought for this bathroom it made more sense to just have a standing shower. It saved a lot of space. And I got a couple of bathrobes in here, toilet paper, all of your basic bathroom stuff. And this is one of the rooms I'm going to be using some of those paintings that I thought about using in the other room, which are the leaf paintings from the Tiny Living Stuff Pack. I put those up above the toilet. I think they look really cute there. And I think I just get like a plunger and a couple of decorations up on the counter here. We get a towel, toothpaste, I believe a pump soap, and a little plant as well. Just keeping it pretty simple up here, but I think it looks really cute. I love using that tiny plant wherever I can fit it. It's just such a nice piece. And I love smaller items like that. I'm so glad this past year we got a bunch of different clutter kits. And I hope they continue that in the future, since it doesn't seem like kits are going anywhere, especially because there's 4 coming out in the next 4 months. They announced that in the most recent roadmap. There's the 2 community voted ones, which we already know about, which are the Goth Fashion Kit and the Castle Build Kit. And I think those are coming out this next week. The Castle Kit leaked, so I'm assuming. And I was kind of thinking they were probably going to come out at the same time, since they were both fan voted and we knew about them for a really long time. And then the other 2 that they announced were some sort of style kit that is a collab. I'm not sure if that's with a designer or with a simmer. Either way, there's going to be another cast kit in the next 4 months. And then the other one is called a celebratory build kit. No idea what that means. I've seen all sorts of speculation about whether that could be maybe something around the fact that this year is the Sims 4's 10th anniversary. It came out in 2014. It's wild that we're still going strong in 2024. Or potentially just like some sort of party pack, which we have so many of those in the game. So I have no idea what to think, but I always love new build content, so I'm excited nonetheless. But anyway, I've just talked over the primary and only bedroom in this house for quite some time. I used the cabinets from this pack as bedside tables, and I am using this beautiful bed from Dream Home Decorator. I changed back and forth the bed quite a few times between this one and the one from Seasons because I couldn't decide which one was the right tone. This one's more muted, whereas the other one is like very vibrant, and I thought that this one worked just a little bit better in this space, so that's what I opted to go for. And I'm just getting lots of clutter on the bedside tables. This little basket of books is also from the Book Nook kit. Such a good kit. I just love it so much. That piece is so beautiful. And I used a shelf to help place those more precisely over there. And then over in the other corner, I had a like built-in closet over here before, but I decided this would be a better spot to go ahead and place a desk, so you could have a computer in this house. So I ended up using a dining table instead, so I could have the chair over on one side instead of in the center. And I used this dining table from Dream Home Decorator and the same chairs that I was using at the dining table. And just going to get a bunch of clutter over here. We have a cork board as well as like a bunch of books I'm going to put up on the surface here. And I believe some headphones and things like that. Just a bunch of like desk clutter. I just wanted this to be a nice little space your Sims could sit down and do whatever they need to on the computer. I feel like the computers in the game are so important, just like they are in real life. So I just wanted to have a dedicated space for that, since I didn't really have that in the living space. I thought this was a good spot for it. Getting a little journal here. I love that item. It's a base game one that got added in a few years ago in an update, and it's just so nice. I don't know why, but there's just like a couple of items that were not originally in base game that got added later that are some of my favorites in the game, and that and the pencil thing I just put on the desk is another one. I also got these headphones over here, which are from the Everyday Clutter Kit. Once again, shout out to the clutter kits. They are so good. And then I ended up adding this mirror as well because it matched the wall. And I just thought that that was perfect for the concept of a color-drenched apartment. So that's what I added there. And then, of course, getting some postcards up on the corkboard. And I think that's pretty much it for this room other than the dresser. Yeah, I got a dresser over here, and we're going to be putting a standing mirror over in the corner. And, of course, plenty of clutter up on top. I wanted things that were green, but also things that felt realistic to have in a bedroom. So we end up having a basket of like extra blankets and pillows and stuff, and a couple of plants, some makeup, all of that sort of stuff. But that is pretty much it for this build. I really hope you enjoyed this. I've been having a lot of fun doing these sort of monochromatic or color-drenched apartments. If you'd like to see more of them, let me know what color I should do next. I'd love to hear what you would like to see. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications, so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy those screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.